What will be your reaction if you found out that your spouse is your sibling? More so, that your spouse is actually your twin? It was a harrowing experience for a married couple from Jackson, Mississippi, who, for years, thought that their similar birthdays and appearances were mere coincidences, but found out they were biological twins after a fertility clinic discovered the uncanny likeness of their DNA profiles. The shocking discovery was made when the couple decided to visit a clinic for more inquiries on IVF, and as a last resort for their inability to conceive a child, there they first discovered that they won't be able to have children naturally. As if that was not enough, the doctors at the fertility lab noticed abnormal similarities in their DNA. Normally, the clinic does not verify if there's a link between two DNA profiles, but the lab assistants handling the case supposedly noticed that the couple's results were far too similar. At first, the lab technicians believed the two were unwritten cousins, but had to rule that out due to their DNA being too profound. The doctors further checked the date of birth of the couple and found out it was the same. Convinced that the couple were twins, the doctors confronted the pair, asking if they were related. The husband and wife burst out laughing. The husband said that a lot of people remarked on the fact that they shared the same birthdays and looked similar to each other, but he said it was just a funny coincidence and that the couple were definitely not related, the doctor said. According to the Mississippi Herald, the couple met in college and felt comfortable with each other right away because they were adopted following the death of their parents. The couple's biological parents had died in a ghastly car accident, and since the infants' relatives were unwilling to take them in, the state adopted them out to two different families. But the families were never informed that the respective babies they welcomed to their homes had a twin. And according to The Guardian, the Post-Adoption Center, which offers information and counseling to people undertaking adoptee reunions and which, at the time, was seeing 3,000 clients a year, estimated that up to half of reunions were accompanied by anything from temporary attraction to obsessive sexual obsession. Now, marriage between siblings is outlawed in the state of Mississippi. It is subject to a minimum fine of $500 and a prison sentence of up to 10 years. But due to the unique circumstances of the couple involved, they are likely not to face any charges. Though the unnamed couple is said to have annulled their marriage, there are certain circumstances that can bring about shocking revelations as regards one's relations. Such circumstances are becoming even more frequent with many cases of adoption, separation, and IVF, that is, in vitro fertilization. The process of fertilization by extracting eggs, retrieving a sperm sample, and then manually combining an egg and sperm in a laboratory dish. Our world has become so liberal that couples looking for children can just adopt from orphanages or opt for IVF, often opting for egg or sperm donation by donors. This increases the rate of children growing up without any clue as to their original ancestry, which can lead to them meeting and marrying themselves in the future. The phenomenon the said couple experience is called genetic sexual attraction. GSA refers to a situation where two adults who have been separated during the critical years of development and bonding are reunited later as adults, according to a GSA website. And according to The Guardian, the Post-Adoption Center, which offers information and counseling to people undertaking adoptee reunions and which, at the time, was seeing 3,000 clients a year, estimated that up to half of reunions were accompanied by anything from temporary attraction to obsessive sexual obsession. A research by University College London found similar results. There is a psychological effect known as Westermarck effect, which occurs between siblings who live in close domestic proximity during the first few years of their lives together. They become desensitized to any later sexual attraction that occurs between separated family members. Speaking on this, UK politician Lord Alton in 2008 pushed that children be granted greater rights to know more about their biological parents. If you don't know you are biologically related to someone, you may become attracted to them and tragedies like this may occur, he asserted. Pam Hodgkin from non-profit group Adults Affected by Adoption spoke on the issue to Standard. He said, and I quote, "We have a resistance, a very strong incest taboo, where we are aware that someone is a biological relative. But when we are unaware of that relationship, we are naturally drawn to people who are quite similar to ourselves. And of course, there is unlikely to be anyone more similar to any individual than their sibling. Chris Atkins, also from the same organization, opines that twins being attracted to each other is not a surprising case. He attributes the condition to genetic sexual attraction and concludes that people tend to like others with similar preferences or looks. Therefore, siblings who reunite and are unaware that they are related will think, "This is my ideal match." Author of Twins and Triplet Psychology, Audrey Sandbank, concurs that the twins could feel like soulmates upon their first meeting because of the shared genes. She believes that cases of lovers discovering their twins are often traumatic for them. This is a terrible trauma for them. They lost each other as babies and now they have lost each other again. They have been bereaved twice. This can be seen in the case of New Jersey gay lovers who found out that they were long-lost twins after their friends and relatives persuaded them to go for a DNA to ascertain if they are related somehow due to their striking resemblance. The duo was said to have gone for the test in a bid to prove their friends wrong, but were shocked to the bones to find out that they were in fact twins. Jason Osborne, one of the twins, admits in tears, "The man that I expected to spend my life with, my soulmate, is in fact my twin brother. I don't know if I have to cry or to jump with joy." But his twin brother cum lover, Alex Brown, was so devastated by the revelation that he refused to even talk to his brother. While the Mississippi couple cooperated with the law and annulled their marriage, Brazilian couple Adriana and Leandro, who found out about their common maternal descent, are unwilling to sacrifice their relationship on the altar of the law. According to The Guardian, the couple held a meeting where they declared to their family members that they have no plans of annulling their marriage. The couple even have a 6-year-old daughter from the union. Which brings us to the question: if you went for a DNA test with your spouse and found out that both of you are related, would you fight for your union like Adriana and Leandro, or would you give up on your marriage like the Mississippi couple? Let us know in the comment section.